Hello, this is Teresa Rich from Reflexology UK, and I just wanted to say for this week in high vibrational living, I have got something really exciting to bring to you. This week it's known as Thanksgiving week, not in the UK, but in other parts of the world, especially in America. And I love this time because, it takes you away from all the chaos and the drama that's going on in the world, and it really gets you focusing on what to be grateful for. And if you're anything like me, I don't think we can do enough of this because it's gratitude that raises our vibration up. And sometimes we're always battling, we forget about it, and then we get tuned back in. None of us are 100%. We're all working at it the best way we can. And I think now more than ever, we really need to home in on gratitude. And that's why I was so pleased when it came through the word Thanksgiving and I was reminded about gratitude this week. Now, I wanted to show you 5 simple steps that I try to use in my life to raise my vibration. Yes, I want to raise my vibration, and why not during these times? And I will show you how I do it. I'm giving you my 5 simple steps. I hope one of them's fresh for you to do. A lot of the time, right, we know this stuff. We know it intellectually, okay? But it's actually the doing of it that generates it. And then magical starts to happen. And I have been treating myself to some sort of feminine experience all week, right? Something feminine. It could be a bath. It could be whatever. And this week with gratitude, I was so grateful because when you put out in the universe, guess what? It comes back to you. I had given to me this huge bunch of flowers left on my doorstep from a friend saying, because you are truly inspirational. And I'm like, I don't get that, but obviously she sees that. So that's absolutely fine. But she gave me, for no reason, this massive bunch of flowers. And you know what it did to me? It raised my vibration incredibly. So I'm absolutely grateful for one of those things that have happened to me this week. And you can think, if you step back, can you think of what you are grateful for? What are you grateful for that's happened to you this week? And remember, I'm going to give you 5 simple steps. But if you're listening to this video, send an email back to me or put on my Facebook page, Reflexology UK, what you're grateful for. Because you know what? For me, when I receive emails with lifts me up when it's people telling me what they're grateful for, and I can see that frequency, I can feel it with you, and I can celebrate with you, and that's really what I want to do. So I'm going to give you some of the different things that I do. I hope some of them help. Now, the first one I have is a 5-minute journal. And in this journal, this is really for me when I'm very busy during the week. And what it makes me do is every single day, it's exactly as it says, it's a 5-minute journal. And the first part of it will say, I am grateful for, and I list, okay? The next thing it says is, what would make today great? And I list the things I would have to do to make today even brilliant. Could be being more mindful, it could be anything. And then what my daily affirmation is going to be for today. So that's all the list I do in the morning, and it takes less than 5 minutes. And then in the evening, it says here, 3 amazing things that happened to me today. And you have to physically stop and write down 3 things that's happened to you. And you could be very tired, but it doesn't take long to just write down 3 things. It could be walking, it could be your health, it could be your eyesight, just basic stuff that we take for granted. And then finally it says, how could I have made today even better? How could I have made today even better? That's a strong one, isn't it? And it could be give more kindness. It could be more focused. It could be anything. And that's my whole day. So generally during the week, I fill out my my gratitude journal, which is a 5-minute journal, and it gets me through the week. Now, when I get other spaces in my little bubble, as they would say, these are some of the other things that I like to incorporate into my gratitude. And I'm going to give you 5 of the examples. So the first one was write it down. Write it down. And if you can, before you write it, just give yourself the intention, give yourself that space. And this is where we're now going on to heart-centeredness, heart-centered gratitude. Because if you're anything like me, you'll think, oh, I've got to be grateful. I've got to be grateful. I've got to show gratitude, or I've got to be grateful for the moment. Okay. And you put pressure on yourself, and it doesn't have to be like that. And it doesn't even have to be coming from a place of just words. The first stage obviously can be just words, but then when you take it, I think it's really good to place your hands on your heart, okay, just to be in that moment, okay, and look at, it's very, very powerful, just both hands on your heart, and place it here, on your heart, and just say to yourself, what am I grateful for today? Yeah, just have that pause and then write. Yeah, so writing was number 1. Number 2 is just placing your hand on your heart and ask, what are you grateful for today? And you can do that any time throughout the day. You can do it when you're most stressed. When we're all busy and you're most stressed, if you just place your hand on your heart and say, what am I most grateful for today? I promise you, you will think of something, but you won't just think of it from your head. You will start to feel it. Yeah? You'll start to feel it. You will start to feel it. So that means you will feel it in your body. You may get an overwhelming sense of emotion. You will feel it. Not think it, but feel it. This is so important because this elevates your vibration. Okay? You'll feel what you are grateful for. And you could be in a queue, like most people are having to queue up for food, etc. now. You could place your hand on your heart and just take that time to feel what you are grateful for, not think what you are grateful for. Yeah, there's a big difference. So start to change. If there's any negative chatter happening in your brain, it's very closely linked in to affects the heart. And we want to change the vibration of that heart, because if our thought patterns are negative, okay, that's going to affect our bodily areas, especially the autonomic nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, which can put our body into stress over a long period of time. So it helps us come back down into the parasympathetic nervous system. So we're coming from an essence of intention, okay, not just thinking stuff. So be aware of what your heart is grateful for, especially when you're thinking negative thoughts. You can think yourself a positive thought, even though you may not think it, feel it, but you're saying something positive, and then you place your hand on your heart and you feel it. And you can close your eyes, you can do whatever. You can do it any time. So simple to feel that gratitude. That's what we need to feel. So that's 2. So number 1 was write. Number 2 was feel what you're writing. Number 3, and this can be difficult for many people, okay, but if you are able to give thanks for something that you would like in the future but don't have it currently. Yeah, absolutely. So it could be something you're working towards. It may be you want more clients. It may be you want a relationship. It may be that you want to higher your vibration. It may be you want a bit of more money. Whatever that is, give thanks for having that now, because The body needs to hear, you need to feel in your body that you feel like you've manifested it. And I know that can sound really weird and wacky, but if you believe you've got it now, then isn't that amazing? So it's like you're sending out those vibes, and by sending out those vibes, it attracts it to you. Just like the example I was giving you on the last video, I was talking about how I was working on my feminine energy to raise my vibration. Okay, and then what happened? 2 simple things happened during that week. From what I can remember currently, which I'm truly grateful for. One was I got this huge bouquet of flowers, which I wasn't even expecting, but I was really working on my feminine energy. And me and my husband, we both work from home currently, and, it's been full on. So I was doing all these little small things for feminine energy. And then one day he came back to me and he said, the office needs me to go in half a day a week. And I was so happy because that little space of feminine energy that I need to a little bit of pampering for me. So maybe I could have a bath without him being in the home, or, just simple little things like that suddenly made such a difference. So things come back to you when you work on your inner self. So try picturing something that you want in the future, but you can apply to believing and feeling as though you have it now. Okay, so I'm working on femininity. So I'm believing that I've got that essence now. And I'm doing random acts to make me feel more feminine. Okay, not weak feminine, strong feminine. All right. So the next thing, so we've done 3. We've done writing. We've done talking about being heart-centered, placing your hand on your heart. And we've also talked about imagining and feeling that what you're desiring for the future you've got now. Okay? You with me? Right. So the next thing is vocalizing your gratitude, because all of these things raise your vibration. And for a person that's very independent, like myself, you may be exactly the same. You may be living by yourself. That makes it difficult to vocalize it with someone else. Or you may have, a husband or a partner or children that don't believe in all this gratitude lark. So you can't share it with them because they will disagree and they'll lower your vibration down. So I get that, totally get that. But if you can find someone that you can vocalize with, it's magical. It really is magical. If you could do that on a daily basis, it will elevate your vibration. And me and my husband have only just started, and I didn't know how this was going to go because he comes from a very left brain. I come from therapies, which is what I do, and it's most probably what you do. And I wasn't too sure how he would take to saying what we were grateful for on a daily basis. So I had to, I got it in there slowly. 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, and so on. So now I think we've been doing this for about 2 or 3 weeks, where on a daily basis, we both say 5 things, even when it's so difficult for him. I can list loads, but for him, it can be difficult. But we will list 5 things, and we'll talk about those 5 things that we're grateful for. And it really changes the energy. It so changes the energy, even on the darkest, difficult days. So if you can find someone that's not going to put you down for what you're feeling with your gratitude, then go ahead and start introducing. Maybe just start off with 1 thing that you're both grateful for, and then you can increase it to 2, 3, and so on. Now, the thing is with gratitude, it does change your vibration. And as you change your vibration, you start to see things other people may not sense gratitude towards. So it beams out, and it's like an electromagnetic field that just zooms out. And then what happens is opportunities start to come to you. Yeah? Things start to come to you that are in alignment with who you truly are. Okay? I hope you get this. If you do, send me an email back or comment below this video. It would make such a difference to me, because I love reading about what people are grateful for, especially at the moment. I, along with many people, want to raise my vibration, and it is increasing. It's totally changing. Now, the final thing I try to do, like I said, is to write down or say to yourself or acknowledge, because our lists, if you're a business owner, your list has probably got loads on your list that you've got to keep getting through, and you never feel like you've accomplished enough on a daily basis. You've never done enough. You've not got enough. You've not moved forward enough. You may feel that. And you're so far moving forward, it's really important to recognize all your accomplishments, whether it's just one thing in the day, whether it's in the past, but especially on a daily basis. It could just be getting out of bed. It can be anything, any amount of work that you've done or whatever you've done. Recognize those accomplishments. For me, it's just amazing for me to do that, because I'm always moving forward. I like moving forward. Okay, so it could be the fact that I'm so grateful to you for being with me on this video and celebrating Thanksgiving, celebrating all the things we have to be grateful for. Okay, so with that, they're the 5 things I've gone through. The first one was writing, if you want to make a note of it. And the book that I recommend, or you can write down the headings yourself, okay, this is the book, The 5-Minute Journal. And I get I don't get any royalties from that. I just bought it. Okay, so it's to write in there. But when you write in there, write like your heart centered. Put your hands on your heart and feel the intention. The other thing is focus on what you see you want for the future. Focus on feeling it and being grateful for it, that you have it now. Yeah. And then the next one was vocalize. Really vocalize your gratitude with someone. Share it. Yeah. If you're by yourself and you've got no one to share it with, vocalize it to the mirror. Yeah. And then finally, the last one was be grateful for all the accomplishments you have achieved. Otherwise, it's like climbing up a mountain and you never recognize what you've accomplished. And you, my friends, have accomplished so much. And today I would like to say happy Thanksgiving for this week and for all the time. And if we can all raise our vibration through gratitude, how amazing would the world be? My name is Teresa Rich from Reflexology UK. Please comment below what you are grateful for. I look forward to reading your comments.